Do you guys know what superhero horror is? Maybe you should, because it's the biggest and hottest up-and-coming genre. It's hottest genre. It's the hottest genre of 2019, and the year isn't even here yet. Superhero horror is going to be the biggest genre, I'm calling it now, for 2019. I think this is going to be like the biggest breakout trend.
Right, it's going to catch on.
If you guys don't know what superhero horror is, well, maybe you just aren't thinking about it in the right terms, because you've probably heard of Spawn or Blade, and ironically, or maybe not ironically, but interestingly, those two superheroes are black, right? But fucking, like, they're two of the biggest, like, superhero horror stars. They're also two of the only black superheroes. There's also, like, Hancock, and then the new guy from the Avengers.
Yeah, I guess Hancock.
Oh, and Black Panther, of course, now. Black Panther's, like, the first really legit one. All the others were, like, demons or vampire slayers or some shit. Black Panther's just, like, nah, he's just, like, super.
And then Hancock was, like,
Hancock was super, too, but, like, it was, like, all this character shit going on.
Yeah,
it was kind of weird. It was a product of its time, we will say. So, superhero horror. What is superhero horror? Well, there is a new trailer from director James Gunn. If you know who James Gunn is, he's the guy who brought you Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Yeah. And he's coming out with this movie, Brightburn.
Whatever you've done, I know there is good inside you.
This is the official trailer, guys. This is his new movie, Brightburn, and it's a intro to superhero horror, an up-and-coming genre that he wants to kind of experiment with, and there's a lot of people doing it, though. Here you go, producer James Gunn. Maybe he's not directing, maybe he's just producing, but whatever.
You are a gift.
You are a gift. I really thought this was Superman, by the way. It's not Superman.
Yeah, it kind of starts off, you know, like
Different from other kids.
nothing.
Right, you would assume that it's Superman. It's out in the fucking forest.
It's all peaceful.
It's all peaceful.
I got married, we prayed.
It's out in the forest.
Oh, and the light's flickering.
Well, no, this is still just like, oh wow, Superman.
Right.
I really seriously thought this was Clark Kent. I thought it was like an alternate universe where Clark Kent is just
One night,
crazy.
someone listened.
But no, they're not. They're the Baxters or some shit. Oh yeah.
Brandon? It's Memorial Day.
Brandon Baxter is Brightburn. See, this is when you know shit's not right.
Yeah, he's just in the middle of the night walking through these shit. That's not normal.
That's not. Like, what is this? What the fuck is he doing?
He was in the barn.
We were scared the first time we saw it. We thought he was gonna break that bitch's neck.
It was like he was
Starts to
drawn.
get sus. You wake up and see your kid doing shit like this. It's not right.
Dude, look at this. This ain't right. What the fuck is he doing? How did you not know you were doing that to the fork, kid? You don't have emotions, right? Like, something's wrong with him.
Yeah, this kid is like too expressionless.
He also has alien emotions. Yeah, we thought it was superhero, like, or Superman, but it's not Superman. It's like, they should be sued by Superman. This is the part where you're like, oh shit, Superman. And look, he got the cape and everything, the red cape. Woo!
Yeah.
Scared me almost as much as the first time. I
But,
didn't see that shit coming again.
Superman has a red cape, but he doesn't have on like some fucked up red mask over his face, and his eyes aren't like, you know, glowing scarily. So
Here's the synopsis. Blah, blah, blah. Brightburn, the visionary filmmaker of Guardians of the Galaxy and Slither, that was a gross movie, presents a startling, submersive take on a radical new genre. Radical genre, bruh. It is superhero horror, which is what we're talking about today. So, this is one of the other superhero horror movies that's going to be coming out, and it's actually going to be titled a superhero horror movie. It's going to be like the first superhero horror to actually be called one. So yeah, we're expecting a lot of things to be coming to this. There's also the Elseworlds thing that happened, right, with Arrow
Oh,
the
yeah,
Arrowverse,
we
the
did,
Arrowverse, they did like
big
the Flash,
crossover.
where like the Flash was actually the Arrow and the Arrow was the Flash. It was like a weird shit. We didn't watch that, but something we do watch is this show, DC Titans. So this is the preview for the season finale. We're just gonna let play, but
Jason, what's up?
I guess
What are you doing
Batman.
here? It's Batman.
There's gonna be Batman
He's in
shit
trouble.
going on. But this show kind of fits in
Gotham's gotten
the
worse.
genre of superhero horror.
Commissioner Gordon's dead. Batman is going to kill the Joker. You need to come back to Gotham and convince him not to do it.
Batman's gonna kill the Joker.
Bruce Wayne's not my responsibility.
But he saved you, Dick.
He saved you.
What if you're the last person on Earth who can save him?
This wannabe Daenerys
You lost
chick.
his conscience.
He never had a conscience.
Bro, what the fuck? Why does she look like that
He's the only hero that Gotham
Batman's
has left.
in the fucking
He goes
show
back,
now.
the city goes down.
Bruce! Wait!
Nah, we're just gonna see a flash again.
That's like all we're gonna see of Batman, you think? Whoa, what the fuck? It looks like the Riddler. All of them are dead. Oh shit, the Joker dies in this episode. This is gonna be crazy.
This wasn't justice.
So yeah, as you can see,
This was a massacre.
superhero horror. It's kind of just a genre
There's no saving him anymore.
based upon, you know, taking these existing superhero worlds in a lot of cases, or a very similar one in the Brightburn's case, and putting a lot of like darker, more horror-y elements in. And this doesn't really show a lot of that. A lot of what it is in this show is actually Raven.
Yeah, she's like, she has badass powers, and like they're kind of like a little satanic. She looks in the mirror and sees demons.
Raven has all these really fucked up dark powers in the show. As you can see,
Bring him to me.
Raven is like fucking a conduit for basically the devil. And she does all this dark magic shit. They really lay into it, and it's a huge part of the show. Almost every episode has Raven doing some shit like this. This is like the worst thing she did, which is basically summoning the devil. Spoiler alert. So that's superhero horror. It's a focus on these horror elements. In Titan's case, it's Raven and her really dark powers, which get psychological for a lot of the characters and a lot of the people she kills and stuff. Or sometimes she just like possesses people with her darkness and like makes them vomit black sludge, which is always nice to watch.
Intense.
Some real Evil Dead shit going on. Titans is probably our favorite TV adaptation because it is so different and it is kind of that superhero horror genre. Besides that, they also have like a lot of characters. There's Wonder Girl, there's Robin. They do a bunch of other DC characters, and Batman has kind of been talked about a lot, and now in this last episode, as we just saw, he's going to play like a big part. So yeah, you guys might want to check the show out. We definitely give it a recommendation. It's not a 10 out of 10 show, but it's worth watching for sure. I just want to talk about it because it's so interesting that this is becoming a known genre. It's something that has existed for a long time, but people haven't really called it that. They haven't really referred to it as superhero horror. So it's really cool that it's actually going to be its own thing now. And if you think about it, it's been a thing for a long time.
Yeah.
The superhero movies, definitely, you know, there's a level of fatigue that everyone has with the superhero movies.
Right. They're like, all right, we gotta switch it up. So let's just like make everybody.
How
evil.
many different ways can you have Superman save the day before you have to have him be a murderous little psychopath? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I feel like this is like a superhero horror was maybe what they were trying to do was like also like maybe Batman versus Superman, because like that movie was like, you know, had like a much darker tone.
I don't know if you guys were around in the 2000s, but during the emo craze, there was this cool shit at Hot Topic called Marvel Zombies. And I'm not even kidding, like Marvel Zombies, there's like all kinds of clothes and t-shirts and shit. And I remember a lot of people like had them. And it was for these Marvel Zombies. It was a series of comic books. Here's the Spider-Man zombie. Yeah, so it's a series, I think, where it's the Marvel universe, but there's a zombie plague that like becomes an outbreak that kind of kills all the superheroes, and they become these super powered zombies. This shit came out in 2005, 2006. So as with everything, you know, it takes a long time for movies and TV to catch up with the actual trends that are going on in comics themselves.
It's pre-Netflix.
Pre-Netflix. This is
superhero
pre-modern
shows.
society for most of you kids out there. So that was it, guys. We just wanted to talk a little bit about this new genre. We're expecting to hear a lot more about new titles coming out. James Gunn, he did a great job with the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, so we know this is going to be really good. This Brightburn movie, and we're going to definitely see some copycats. Even with, I think, you know, Venom, that was almost leaning towards superhero horror.
Yeah.
That was all we had for you today. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Higher Level Gaming. This is the Higher Level Podcast, a series of discussion videos, and we may eventually post the long-form podcast on its own, but for now it's just going to be split up into a bunch of different parts and put onto the channel. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can subscribe to support us, like this video, and share it anywhere you talk about the things we talked about in the video. Have a good one.